In the quiet village of Umorji, near Owerri, reputation traveled faster than the evening Harmattan breeze, and this village lived a young man named Daniel, known for one simple, yet profound trait. He never lied. Not to elders, not to friends, not even when the truth made his path harder. While others exaggerated their successes to gain favor, Daniel's unwavering honesty made him stand out, and not always in a good way. "Daniel is too straight," some villagers would whisper. "This world doesn't reward people like him." One dry season, a large construction firm arrived to build a major road, linking Owerri to the rural communities. They announced a vacancy for a site supervisor, a job that promised a steady income and a way out of hardship. Young men from all over applied, Daniel among them. During the group interview in Owerri town, Daniel noticed a trend. Candidates were inflating their experience, claiming to have managed huge teams and overseen projects they'd barely visited. A friend even nudged him, whispering, "Just add small things. Nobody will check." But Daniel refused. When his turn came, he sat before the panel and spoke plainly. He described the small construction jobs he'd done in the village, how he'd helped renovate the community hall, and admitted he'd never managed a large team, but always delivered his work with precision. He knew he didn't sound as impressive as the others. Walking home on the dusty red road to Umorji, he felt a wave of defeat wash over him. That evening, as kerosene lamps flickered and night insects hummed, he confided in his younger brother. "Maybe I should have said more." His brother looked at him and replied, "Daniel, truth doesn't shout, but when the right person hears it, it speaks louder than any lie." A week passed. Daniel was on the farm helping his mother when his phone rang. It was the construction company. They wanted to see him not for the supervisor job, but for a personal meeting with the project director. Confused but hopeful, he made his way to their Owerri office. The director, a stern-looking man, studied him intently and said, "You were not the most experienced candidate. In fact, you were far from it. But you were the only one whose record matched your words. Everyone else added what wasn't theirs. We can train skills, but we cannot train honesty." They didn't offer him the supervisor role. Instead, they offered him a trainee position directly under the project director, with a clear path to promotion based on his performance. It wasn't the dramatic breakthrough people in the village expected. It wasn't glamorous, but it was a real doorway, one built on a foundation of truth, not pretense. Daniel accepted the position. He worked with quiet consistency, learning everything he could. Within a year, he earned his first promotion. 3 years later, he had become one of the youngest and most respected project supervisors in the entire region. The same villagers who had once mocked him now pointed to him as an example for their own children. Daniel's life changed, they would say around the village square, because he carried truth the way a man carries his father's name with honor. One day, a young man from his village, full of ambition, approached him and asked, "What was your secret? How did you do it?" Daniel smiled, the memory of his long journey fresh in his mind. He replied with the wisdom he had earned in this life, "Remember this, lies may run fast, but honesty is what arrives at destiny without collapsing." The story of Daniel reminds us that while the world may sometimes seem to reward falsehood, the most enduring success is always built on the solid ground of truth. Your character is your most valuable asset. Protect it, honor it, and it will carry you further than any shortcut ever could. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires. Follow, like, and share. Expect more from Victor.